time, Rumble on the River 13, the best of the United States versus the best of Japan. This is the event center at River Spirit Casino. We are cage side, we are inside as this capacity crowd is filing in and getting ready for a great night of fights. And Dale Apollo Cook made this all possible. We'll hear from him on the USA-Japan matchup. Hey, Gerald Harris is here tonight to help give us some great perspective on the MMA matchups. But Dale, we've got to start with you. USA versus Japan. We drape 3 great fighters in the American flag. We bring 3 fighters over from Japan. What about these matchups?
Well, it's a 20-year tradition dating back to the good old days when I was fighting, and we used to take teams over to Japan to fight, and then we'd bring a team of Japanese fighters here. It goes on. It's an intense rivalry. It's a rivalry of respect, and I expect tonight that we're going to see the best from both countries. 3 incredible matchups that are so even and yet so dynamically different in fighting styles. At 155 pounds, Zach Church from Tulsa takes on Oyama from Japan. At 145, the XFL featherweight champion Javier Minjares takes on Kato from Japan. And then in the final fight, Chavis Smith, the local kid that we're all so excited about, is going to represent the USA as he takes on Daigoro from Japan.
Great name, great matchup. Chavis wants a title shot. We'll see if he continues the path towards that. Now, Gerald, we got you here to talk MMA, obviously, so I'm going to ask you a kickboxing question. Jamie Embush-Jones tonight making her kickboxing debut and jumping up a couple of weight classes. How big of a challenge, what kind of challenge is this for her?
Well, I got to say it's good to be on this side of the cage. But, you know, I'm glad to get back to the sport. And what Jamie's doing tonight is a big challenge. Not only is she going up a couple weight classes, to isolate her mixed martial arts talents into one martial art is very hard. She's challenging herself. She's a very accomplished mixed martial artist. So hopefully her kickboxing skills will show tonight. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, Dale, the last thing we want to see is her trying to take someone down in the middle of this fight.
You know, there's been times in Gerald's career, I'm sure, where he wanted to do something. When he would box, I know I wanted to kick a few times when I was boxing. So that'll be a tough challenge. The weight difference will be big, too, as Crystal Manos is a lot bigger than Jamie Jones.
All right, let's get these fights started, shall we? Rumble on the River 13. We'll ring the bell next.
Are you falling behind on your student loan payments? Are the monthly payments too much for you to afford? If this is you, Reliant Financial is offering free information for those who call the number on their screens right now. Our partners can help stop collection calls, lift wage garnishments, and release tax liens. Stop struggling with student loan debts, end the collection process, and get a monthly payment you can afford. Call 800-917-8109. That's 800-917-8109.
Are you having problems with the IRS? Our trained professionals here at Wallen Associates have over 30 years experience helping individuals and businesses solve their tax problems.
Having tax issues, it's very scary. I was worried that we would lose our house. When I called Wallen Associates, they were able to meet with me in person, and I never had to talk to the IRS again.
Call now for a free consultation. We'll meet with you in person, face-to-face, at a local office near you.
Call now 1-800-281-3068. We solve tax problems.
Welcome inside the River Spirit Event Center. We are in Tulsa, South Tulsa tonight for Rumble on the River 13. Let's get it started with our first fight of the evening. Let's get the official introductions from KC Luke.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet our fighters one more time. For this middleweight bout, 3 rounds, 2 minutes apiece. Standing in the blue corner, fighting out of Elk City. Ladies and gentlemen, weighing in at 173 pounds, this is Mauricio Lopez. And across across the cage. Standing in the red corner, fighting out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, weighing in at 183 pounds, this is Isaac Moore. Our referee for this mixed martial arts bout is Mr. Kevin Nix. Here we go.
So Kevin Nix, as we get ready for the first fight of the evening, he'll be the man in charge all night long. Isaac Moore in the red corner, Mauricio Lopez in the blue corner. There's our tail of the tape. You know, Moore was able to bulk up to 183, so about a 10-pound weight advantage for Isaac Moore. Yeah. Oh, and right away, Lopez caught
the
him.
smaller guy.
Lopez caught him and is now just
grab.
hammer fisting away and now slams him into the cage right in front of our broadcast spot. A good rally from Isaac Moore. And this is just a flat-out brawl. Moore landing hammer fists at the head of Lopez. They continue. You can hear the shot to the body, and Lopez gets down to where he's comfortable in the takedown.
Well, they're not nervous.
Boy, they're not nervous, and they're not slowing down that feverish pace that you expect early on as a little blood starts to trickle from the nostril.
It's entertaining, but it's almost a coach's nightmare to see your guys just throwing like that. But the fans love it.
Ooh, close to a low blow there. Lopez comes right back. He has eaten at least 2 solid lefts from Isaac Moore. What a combination!
Lopez's right hand is going to be the difference.
A good job by Isaac Moore flipping back over. I don't know if he has enough there to lock anything in. No, he doesn't.
Not yet, but you can never tell in MMA. I've seen all kinds of submissions pop up out of nowhere. So
Isaac Moore has he's got a little bit of blood trickling from what looks to be the bridge of his nose as well.
I'm telling you now, Lopez's right hand is going to be the difference in this fight. He has landed it clean, too.
2, 3, 4, 5 occasions so far here in the first round.
I'm not sure why he went down there. I don't know if he slipped or what. He went like he pulled guard, but he was winning the exchange.
Some of the highlights of the fight. Absolutely a confusing moment from Lopez, and now time is going to be called as Kevin Nix is getting the mouthpiece of Isaac Moore.
It's a good thing if you're hurt, that mouthpiece coming out.
That's right. Mr. Nix asks, do you want to rinse off? And no, Isaac Moore is ready to go. Let's see if we get more of that stand-up game that dominated early. Conditioning huge here, and we're only in the first round, 3-minute rounds. Oh, another big right. You talked about that, Gerald, from Lopez. Oh, got caught with the left. Went for the hammer fist and missed it, and there is a huge mouse opening up on the left side of the face. I shouldn't say opening up, blowing up on the left side of the face of Mauricio Lopez. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first round.
Lopez was looking for his corner at the end.
Yeah, the thing that stood out to you was
that right hand.
Yeah, look at those shots that are landing. Boom, caught him with another one.
They both actually have decent takedown and takedown defense, so looks like either guy can get the takedown whenever they want, but I don't think they want to take each other down.
That was when the mouthpiece, and this was a confusing moment for you. Why did he pull him down?
Looked like he slipped. Here's another right hand. Oh, it's a left, actually. Kind of clipped him.
Left caught him from Isaac Moore, and that was an action-packed first round. Solid job by our Cox Cable crew here. What a showdown.
One thing I noticed, they're intelligently defending themselves. If you notice, when they get hurt, they're actually getting single legs, they're recovering, and back to the feet.
You know, I saw Doc Shonaway, who's our ringside physician here. He actually came over to check on Mauricio Lopez, excuse me, who was in the corner nearest to our broadcast location just to make sure he was okay. Here we go with round number 2. Oh, a big right from
Whoever
Lopez.
lands first. Oh,
Moore caught him.
Oh.
This is just a flat-out street fight. Uses his power to push Lopez into the cage. Big knees.
Oh, I might give up his back here.
Good little fist to the forehead from Moore to Lopez. But like you said, Gerald, still intelligently defending himself are both fighters.
The takedown defense and offense is actually pretty good for both guys, so.
He's grabbing onto the cage there a little bit, and just slipped, did Lopez, and now he's in big trouble, giving up his back.
Isaac's cardio looks pretty decent, too. He came back pretty fresh this next round.
And that's a big challenge. You'll notice this in our first handful of fights is the fighter who is better conditioned himself usually finds himself in a better position here early on.
Definitely. As the rounds go on, the more dangerous it gets for the guy who isn't well conditioned.
Dale Cook has jumped on with us. What are you seeing, Dale?
I saw that somebody caught a huge break right there. Lopez had the suplex. The other kid, Isaac, grabbed the fence and it ended up with Isaac being on top. But look at this, as Lopez refuses to be denied. Found a way to get on top, Gerald.
Good scrambling, good scrambling. This is a really good fight. Well matched. I like it.
This is a street fight,
Yeah,
man.
it is.
The best part is that Dale Cook was here ringside with us, didn't have really any TV responsibilities here early on, and grabbed the headset because he wanted to get in on what
That's
we've
when you know
seen
you're
so
having
far.
a good fight.
Well, it was halfway because the fight was exciting and also because a big blot of blood went in my beer.
Hey, but he's still drinking it, though.
That's right, never stops him.
No more drops.
This is a great fight. A lot of courage and intensity on both sides, man.
I honestly can't tell who's winning. I think they both have a knockdown. And here we go
big
again.
fight for more. Both fighters just blood
It might be
gushing.
that nobody's winning.
Yeah, this is the draw. I want to see an extra round on this one.
And can we add a fourth round? Boy, these shots are landing from Isaac Moore. And that's the end of round number 2. Wow.
What a fight, man.
Dale, help us out here with some of these highlights. What an incredible second round. What a tone setter for the night between Isaac Moore and Mauricio
Good
Lopez.
flurry right here. I mean, they were just going at it. Oh,
Well, I think Lopez has the heavier punch. Isaac landing the combinations.
if you see a guy get hit and he goes for a takedown like we spoke of earlier, he's probably hurt.
Yeah, we know who got hurt.
You know, it takes one good pop to go, you know what, I'm going to change this up a little bit.
Lopez really did get ripped off in that round when Isaac grabbed the fence.
I'm so against fence grabbing. It drives me crazy. You know, it's hard for the
Put
ref
them
to
boxing gloves on. You
them
can't
on.
grab the fence.
you grab the rope. They don't help you, though. You're still going to get hit in the mouth.
And it's going to be interesting to see who has gas in round 3 in this street fight, you know?
I'm going with Lopez. He looks fresh. But you never
Lopez took this fight on 2 days' notice.
It doesn't look like it.
Elk City, Oklahoma. He's tougher than nails.
I've never underestimated an opponent. I've seen cornermen get in there and throw down.
Lopez in the black trunks with the white design and the red belt. The blue corner.
Earlier in the fight, Isaac was timing kicks like that with a straight right hand. That time he did not fire.
Right hand.
There's
You
that
are
right
right,
hand.
Gerald. I think Mr. Lopez might have the gas tank.
Pulls him down
But he
again.
might have just made a huge mistake.
And he did that in the
He did
first
that.
round.
Every time he throws that knee, he's kind of pulling guard. I don't know if that's his goal. He better do something impressive here, or he's going to be losing on the judges' cards.
What a great start he just had, and then he pulled guard.
Yeah, no more
Went
knees.
for that knee. Yeah, you got to pick and choose your knee. You get the clinch. You don't fire one right away. The guy's going to take you down for sure.
Top man's not doing much, but he's not losing. He's not in danger.
This might be a time for the referee to call a stall and stand him up.
Yeah, Nick's pretty good at getting guys up, so hopefully we get these guys back on their feet.
Closing minute here of round number 1. As you see the time, the left-hand
They
corner
are
of your
totally
screen.
just rested.
I always, when the referee got closer, I throw a couple punches, you know. Kick down a little bit. I'm done now, I can admit it.
You're retired, you're good.
Scoot back, scoot
You're
back.
a great actor inside and outside of the ring, Joe.
Yes. Oh, nice hammer
Blood
fist.
from both of these fighters as Isaac Moore tries to rally.
You might be right, Gerald. That takedown and that little flurry there might have Isaac ahead. And if the fight is as close as we thought, when it comes down to who wins this third round, Isaac seems to be in the driver's seat here with 25 seconds to go.
I love mixed martial arts. I love jiu-jitsu. But right now, I want to see these guys on the feet. I mean, there's no X-ray. Yeah, definitely.
Well, I don't think we'll see it in the final 15 seconds, unfortunately, Gerald.
I would be the
I
worst
love
ref.
watching the younger guys because the less defense, usually the more entertaining the fight.
Oh, nice hammer fist. He was hurt. He was hurt.
Both of these kids are warriors. Amazing performance, man.
What
Yeah,
a
that's-
fight
Heart and courage.
Yes,
There
a lot.
is what makes this sport great.
What an opening fight.
Two fighters bloodied, injured.
Oh, here's it.
Here's the first punch. Watch. Oh.
Should be followed by a takedown.
And here's the takedown. Boom, pulls him down. I wonder if that was a strategy.
I don't know. It
That
didn't go
cost
well.
him the fight. Who knows?
I give Moore that round. I don't know who won the fight.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
He definitely won the round.
And just to think, this is the first fight of the night. We have
we talked about
7 more of these to go. You said you don't mind being the opening act, right? It's okay.
I hope they don't have TVs back there. Those guys are like, really?
we gotta live up to this.
Yeah, like, no jabs, man.
Too bad
no
you
jabs.
can't give cash bonuses to amateurs, but I guess you can if you don't tell anybody.
You can give them a gift certificate or
There
something.
you go. Well, I think both these guys deserve something.
A shower. They are bloody. Definitely wash up.
We're waiting the judges'
He's got his work
scorecards.
cut out for him.
I mean, the guys who clean the
Great
mats in
crew.
the cage. Unreal. All right, the official announcement with KC Luke.
Ladies and gentlemen, this amazing first bout comes to a close. Give them a big round of applause for that fight right there. But it does go the distance, and it goes to the judges' table. The judges score the bout 30-27, 30-27, and 30-27. That would be your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, Isaac Moore!
He got all the takedowns.
Yes, he did. What a Warriors mentality both of these fighters had as KC. He's going to grab a couple of boards for their winners. Oh, no, not sorry.
They battered each other, Chris. I jokingly said I don't think there's a winner in this fight, but I was kidding. There really is a winner, and it's both of these guys. There's no loser in this fight. These guys showed they come to fight. You can learn technique, but when it comes to heart, courage, determination, you know, you can't teach that, and both of these guys have proven they have that. They'll be back.
What's next? TJ Arrington, Samuel Schreiber. It's after this. Rumble on the River 13.
Are you having problems with the IRS? Liens and levies, garnishments, seizures, penalties? Are you being audited? Our trained professionals at Wallen Associates can help. We've helped thousands of individuals and businesses solve their tax problems and save big money.
Having tax issues, it's very scary. I was worried that we would lose our house. When I called Wallen Associates, they were able to meet with me in person, and I never had to talk to the IRS again. It was like this heavy weight was just lifted.
Put a wall between you and the IRS. Wallen Associates has over 30 years of experience dealing with the IRS, and they can help you or your business.
I opened the letter from the IRS, and man, I was shocked. So that's when I decided to call Wallen Associates. They got my levy released within 48 hours.
Call us now for a free consultation. We'll meet with you in person, face to face, at an office near you.
Call now 1-800-604-2855, 1-800-604-2855. We solve tax problems.
The official look at the tail of the tape, and boy, quite the height advantage for one Samuel Schreiber. Arrington shorter, 5'5", but 6'128", a little reach advantage here from Schreiber.
He's 6'1"?
That's what it says.
That guy's up there.
We need to post him up, and if he gets the opportunity.
Jabbing.
Well, we'll see if that's the plan for TJ Arrington tonight. Here's our official introductions for KC Luke.
This is bantamweight kickboxing, set for 3 rounds, 2 minutes apiece. Let's meet our fighters one more time. Fighting out of the blue corner, fighting out of Dallas, Texas, weighing in at 128 pounds with a kickboxing professional record of 1 win and 0 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Samuel Schreiber. And across the cage, standing in the red corner, fighting out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, weighing in 130 pounds with a professional kickboxing record of 3 wins, 1 loss. This is TJ Arrington. And our referee, Mr. Kevin Nix, is in charge of the cage. Sir, here we go.
You can see the size advantage as soon as TJ Arrington steps into the screen.
I'll say height, because he's like a short
There you go.
version.
Thank you. Thank you. The height advantage for
Yes.
one Samuel Schreiber.
This is like Bruce Lee and what's that basketball player he was fighting against? Kareem. Bruce
Kareem
Lee and
Abdul-Jabbar. Yeah. And you see, you said it right away. If you have that kind of disadvantage, height-wise, you get in there and jab away, and we'll see if that's the game plan for TJ Arrington. And immediately, Samuel Schreiber trying to use that length to his advantage here to keep Arrington away from him.
The good thing is he's not trying to fight like a small guy. He's fighting like a tall guy.
That's Arrington that Gerald speaks of. Always puts on a show. Now early on, both fighters feeling each other out here a bit. Shot to the gut.
Samuel has to keep using that height.
Oh, caught a big left from Arrington.
Definitely. TJ's got to throw more than one punch. He's doing one shot at a time, and he's fighting like a tall guy.
Oh, slip there.
See, I would have jumped on him.
That's where the MMA would have jumped
Yes. TJ has to throw punches and bunches, and he has to he's fighting too tall right now. And he's a short guy. That's where he needs to be, right there.
There's a good combination finally from TJ.
He's at the end of all of Samuel's shots right there. He's just going to get picked apart.
That's why he's got to get away from the cage. Big straight, moves. Oh, nice right by Arrington. There's another right. No. Schreiber a little trash talking as he shakes his head at Arrington like that didn't hurt.
It actually means ouch. Translation. It's going to be a tough round to judge.
Oh, is it? My God! What a shot from TJ Arrington. Schreiber is done. He doesn't know where he is.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, man.
Oh, my. I called that one early, huh? Well, I got the judging part, right?
Schreiber doesn't know where he is. He has no idea where he is right now. Let's look at this nasty knockout and the explosiveness from,
Oh, he walked right into it. I like the walk-off KO. Bam! Just like, yeah, I do this all the time. I'm just standing there.
And then one more, you can see Schreiber, watch this angle. Oh my gosh, his leg buckled underneath him. That Cox Channel crew is all over that. Good job by all the guys up top.
That was a
Cage
quick
side.
replay. That was like 10 seconds ago.
Eddie Carson and Mike Davis don't mess around back in the booth at all. What a finish. KC's got the official introduction, or the official announcement, excuse me, almost as fast as the introduction.
I want to give a shout out to both guys, man, because unfortunately someone has to lose, and it was a good fight, you know. It's just the nature of the sport.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes to a close. 1 minute, 52 seconds into the first round. Your winner by knockout out of the red corner, TJ Arrington.
As a comic, you want to go early. Because the guys go before you, they do this. It's like, oh.
Let's hear from TJ Arrington. KC Luke as our fight winner.
Thank you, Chris. Mr. Arrington, sir, congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you expect to be talking to me so soon in this fight?
I prepared very hard for this fight, man.
What do you do to prepare for this fight, sir?
I trained with the likes of Hayes Wilson, Randy Blake. We got Jamie, Nemo. We got a bad camp going.
I've heard a couple of those names before, yes, sir. So when you're fighting somebody, you know, when you come out, will you talk about the height advantage or disadvantage? Did you see it as an advantage to him to be that long and have that big of a reach when you stepped into this cage?
Like I said, sparring with Randy, he's a pretty long dude. So, you know, I come in here as a fighter, everybody's a fighter, and I give them all, and we train advantages and disadvantages. So.
He came in with a lot of skill, I know. It looked like he's a very Muay Thai background. I could be wrong, but it looks like it. You stepped in. Did you change anything in that minute and 52 seconds that it took to throw that right that knocked him out? Did you change anything in your game plan?
Yeah, I was adjusting to him. He was a little bit more straightforward, like you say, Muay Thai background. He was more press forward than what I was thinking. So, yeah, he was coming in, and I saw a timing for that overhand right.
Well, I have to wrap, but who do you have to thank really quickly?
I got to thank my family first and foremost, my girl Crystal, my babies at home. They put up me when I'm cutting weight and all that good stuff. And my gym, Apollos, and my family from 138 Fighter Wing. I know y'all in here. There we go. Yeah, it's all love. I got a lot of people supporting me.
Congratulations, we always love watching you fight, sir. T.J. Arrington, the big win tonight.
Wow. Early candidate for knockout of the year by T.J. Arrington. What a fight. We'll come back with the veteran Mark Barrett and the youngster Nemo Cepeda. That's next. Rumble on the River 13.
Are you falling behind on your student loan payments? Are the monthly payments too much for you to afford? If this is you, Reliant Financial is offering free information for those who call the number on their screens right now. Our partners can help stop collection calls, lift wage garnishments, and release tax liens. Stop struggling with student loan debts, end the collection process, and get a monthly payment you can afford. Call 800-917-8109. That's 800-917-8109.
Are you having problems with the IRS? Our trained professionals here at Wallen Associates have over 30 years experience helping individuals and businesses solve their tax problems.
Having tax issues, it's very scary. I was worried that we would lose our house. When I called Wallen Associates, they were able to meet with me in person, and I never had to talk to the IRS again.
Call now for a free consultation. We'll meet with you in person, face-to-face, at a local office near you.
Call now 1-800-281-3068. We solve tax problems.
People watching on GFL.TV, and they want to know what an amazing fight town Tulsa, Oklahoma is. Are you having a good time at Rumble on the River 13?
There is that tail of the tape and everything pretty even.
And also, even with that being said, a lot of guys, I didn't have an amateur.
Right.
So, I mean, Mark Barrett could have not have ever fought an amateur, went straight pro.
Let's get the official introductions. Casey Luke.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a battle. A lightweight mixed martial arts battle. Let's meet our fighters one more time. Fighting out of the blue corner. Fighting out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Weighing in at 146 pounds and making his professional debut in mixed martial arts. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Nemo Cepeda. And across the cage, fighting out of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, weighing in at 145 pounds, with a professional record of 6 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mark Barrett. And our referee in charge of this lightweight bout of mixed martial arts, Mr. Kevin Nix. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. Mark Barrett, the professional debut of Nemo Cepeda. You have to imagine the nerves are high for Cepeda, though. Dale, a situation he's been in many times in his career in the cage inside the River Spirit Casino Event Center. So in a roundabout way, he's a veteran, but still a rookie, so make sense of that.
He's a rookie in that this is his pro debut, but he's a veteran in that all of his 8 amateur fights have been right here in River Spirit Event Center.
He's ready for the big stage. If you look, we have another Southpaw versus Orthodox matchup.
And just as much as the straight left is going to work for the southpaw, is going to work just as good for the orthodox straight right. So
that girls' fight was a clinic on that orthodox, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
definitely.
And Rebecca Adney took advantage of it and got the win here early. This is a fight that I would imagine will spend quite a bit of time on the ground, but yet neither fighter has at least attempted to get it there yet.
Either way, with me, when I watch fights, it doesn't matter where they are, as long as they're doing something. Because I've seen guys stand up and just be scared to engage. And when they're on the ground, man, it can be just as entertaining as on their feet. And here we go. We called it.
Mark Barrett takes it down. Nemo is very comfortable on the ground as well, too.
He's got a minute and a half to work.
And he has to do something because in the judge's eyes, it looks like the top man is dominating. He's staying busy on bottom, though. Good strikes, but he needs to improve his position instead of close guard.
Barrett had a really good camp coming into this fight tonight. It felt very positive. His teammates were consistently updating on social media how impressed they were with Mark's preparation after what was, I think, a frustrating loss for Mark, maybe even borderline embarrassing the last time that he came out here.
You know what? He got caught by Chavis with a knee that probably would have knocked anybody out. And, you know, he's shaking that off. He's coming back. And Mark came back with a victory over Chance Brown in his next fight here. And tonight, he seems to be controlling things in round one. But I think Nemo's defense has been pretty good. He's not going to win the round fighting like this, but he hasn't sustained any damage yet at all.
This is the first of 3 rounds in this MMA lightweight showdown. Trying to get out, but again, that just opens up the side control for Mark Barrett.
I saw him about the mount. It looks like he's going to try for the mount, but Nemo is actually. Oh, no.
Give him his back. He's in big trouble here. This is big trouble for Nemo Cepeda, and he taps. What a performance by Mark Barrett. Nemo Cepeda will learn. That was his pro debut against a wily veteran. 243 in round number 1. Cepeda gave up his back, and Mark Barrett made him pay.
You know, Nemo made a great defensive move, but Barrett ended up in the best position.
See Mark working on that back, and then, just absolutely flipped quick and took advantage of it and locked in the guillotine, and it was over.
Oh, I thought that was thunder kick. My bad.
That was very impressive with what Mark Barrett was able to do. And let's get the official announcement in the cage with Casey Lou.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout closes 2 minutes and 43 seconds into the first round. Your winner by tap out, by rear naked choke, out of the red corner, Mark Barrett.
Mark Barrett, ways to win. And a great crowd here tonight, too, for him.
As a coach, you can do everything but fight for him. So, I mean, I always show love to both guys to get in there. And that's the hard thing about coaching. You can't control it, man. So you train him, you put him in there.
This is a big move for Nemo to make his pro debut against a veteran like Mark. I don't think there's any shame in that loss. I'm sure he'll learn.
Here's KC with Mark Barrett. KC.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Mark the Honey Badger Barrett. Sir, it was really fun to watch you fight Mr. Cepeda. And I'm not sure exactly how you prepared for it, but you know, his first professional fight is against somebody so skilled as you. You have skills on the ground that we just saw. How did you prepare for this fight compared to other fights?
To be honest, I prepare every fight the same. The game plan is to win. Kicking, striking, grappling, see where it goes, see how it feels. I usually don't prepare for any particular fighter in a different way, so.
So you don't prepare at all? I'm just kidding. So when you came in,
there's not usually enough video and so forth on fighters, especially new fighters, to really get a good feel. So you just kind of prepare for everything. So.
One of the things that they said in the broadcast, you know, Gerald and Mr. Cook and Mr. Plank, is that you're so well-rounded, you always find a way to win. And you and I discuss after the fights, you know, what happened, whether it went your way or it didn't. You do find a way to win. Who do you have to thank for that, and how do you train?
Man, I have all my team to thank. Great fighter and coach, Logan Cunningham, who comes and beats me up all the time. A great jiu-jitsu coach, Christian Durr. all my Team Impact family, they beat me up all the time. So they make me survive. So I learned how to survive pretty well.
Well, tell me just one quick last question. In the fight specifically, when you were on the ground like that, and there was some pretty good defense going on, it seemed like you were going to win that round. How quickly did you see you were going to get that rear naked choke?
Actually, I was kind of surprised. I heard my corner yelling past his guard. I got the side control. I thought I was going to be able to mount him. But unfortunately, like a lot of fighters, they give up that back. As soon as he gave up his back, I was pretty certain I was going to finish it. So.
I am so happy to see you fight again, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Mark the Honey Badger Barrett with the big win tonight.
So what a win for the Honey Badger, Mark Barrett, as he gets the W here at Rumble on the River 13. We're just getting started. When we come back, a debut of sorts for Jamie Ambush Jones. This is USA versus Japan, Cox Gym.
Are you falling behind on your student loan payments? Are the monthly payments too much for you to afford? Have you just stopped paying? If this is you, Reliant Financial is offering free information for those who call the number on their screens right now. If you are struggling with student loan debts, our partners can show you how you may be able to reduce your monthly payments and tell you if you may qualify to have your student loans eliminated entirely. Call Reliant Financial now to take part in this special free offer. You'll speak with one of our experienced partners who will evaluate your situation and guide you through the process. The call and information are free, and there is no obligation. Our partners can help stop collection calls, lift wage garnishments, and release tax liens. Stop struggling with student loan debts, end the collection process, and get a monthly payment you can afford. To get your free information and to take control of your student loan debt, make the free call to Reliant Financial today. Call 800-658-2032. That's 800-658-2032.
When you have credit card debt, the debt suckers' high rate and high pay are everywhere.
Ooh, they're making another minimum payment. Great. Most of the money goes to us. We'll suck the life out of them.
Because your credit card rates are so high, you can't get rid of the debt suckers alone.
Their minimum payments are in vain. No, that's juicy.
But one call to Consolidated Credit can get the debt suckers off your neck.
Thank you for calling Consolidated Credit.
Oh no, they'll lower his rates and consolidate his bills into one low payment. He'll pay off his debt in no time. Consolidated Credit drives us batty.
Call Consolidated Credit now. Call now and get your life back.
Oh, because debt sucks.
Call now.
Call Consolidated Credit at 1-800-966-6076. 1-800-966-6076. That's 1-800-966-6076. Call now.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be fun. Women's kickboxing. Are you ready? No, I said, are you ready? Here we go. Let's meet our fighters. Making her debut tonight at Rumble on the River 13. Fighting out of Springfield, Missouri, weighing in at 137 pounds. This is Crystal Manuez. And across the cage, making her kickboxing debut, fighting out of Tahlequah, Oklahoma, weighing in at 129 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jamie Ambush Jones. Our referee for this kickboxing bout is Mr. Kevin Knicks. Here we go.
Jamie Ambush Jones was featured on a local television program last week, and the balance of being a mother and being a fighter and the passion that she has for her sport and representing her Native American heritage, all on display here tonight. Oh,
nice
what a
right
shot!
hand, nice.
That's what I expected, that Mandus would go straight at it and throw down. Another matchup of southpaw versus right-hander. Nice knee, that hurt.
Oh, nice.
Ambush opens up with both hands.
You can see her trying to use her size, but Jamie's not backing down. Controlling the center of the cage.
Jamie Ambush Jones just celebrated her anniversary earlier this week. Her husband, of course, Kewan Jones, who starred at the University of Oklahoma as a running back. So
they have some athletic children, too.
I'd say so.
You have no choice.
Every time you follow Jamie or Kewan on social media, it seems like they're at an event and their kid's winning a medal. So life's good. Now, Jamie just needs to continue to round out her MMA game. Oh, what a shot!
Hey,
what a straight jab by Jamie Ambush Jones! That might be it.
No,
yes,
it's a knockdown. What? Oh, okay. I was just about to say that Krista needs forward pressure, and she didn't. And she just stood there and bam, she caught one.
Jamie Ambush Jones goes down to her knees. Crystal looks and nods at Kevin Nix in understanding of what just happened.
5 first-round wins in a row.
The only reason why she didn't go down is because she didn't move. I mean, she got hit hard.
Let's take a look at
it is.
She didn't move. She thought about it. Bam.
Right
and
hand.
She's like,
turning the head is never a good sign.
Never. And when she actually takes a step, you'll see her lose her. She has no legs.
There you go.
That's a good call by the ref. Look at this straight right.
It was
no
a good right
movement.
hand,
Bam.
no doubt about that. Turning your head is a sign of surrender, and I really don't think that should have been stopped there, but then again, I do, because when you surrender, the referee's job is to stop the fight. And
he gave her a chance. It's the way she failed.
Turning your back is like tapping out in an MMA fight, guys.
Let's get the official announcement, the official win from Casey Lee.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes to a close. 1 minute, 2 seconds into the first round. With your winner by TKO out of the red corner, Jamie Ambush Jones.
An impressive win from Jamie. All right, the main events, USA versus Japan. Coming up next, it's Rumble on the River 13.
Are you having problems with the IRS? Liens and levies, garnishments, seizures, penalties? Are you being audited? Our trained professionals at Wall & Associates can help. We've helped thousands of individuals and businesses solve their tax problems and save big money.
Having tax issues, it's very scary. I was worried that we would lose our house. When I called Wall & Associates, they were able to meet with me in person, and I never had to talk to the IRS again. It was like this heavy weight was just lifted.
Put a wall between you and the IRS. Wall & Associates has over 30 years of experience dealing with the IRS, and they can help you or your business.
Well, I opened the letter from the IRS, and man, I was shocked. So that's when I decided to call Wall & Associates. They got my levy released within 48 hours.
Call us now for a free consultation. We'll meet with you in person, face-to-face, at an office near you.
Call now 1-800-604-2855, 1-800-604-2855. We solve tax problems.
When you have credit card debt, the debt suckers, high rate and high pay, are everywhere.
Ooh, they're making another minimum payment. Great. Most of the money goes to us. We'll suck the life out of them.
Because your credit card rates are so high, you can't get rid of the debt suckers alone.
Their minimum payments are in vain. Oh, that's juicy.
But one call to Consolidated Credit can get the debt suckers off your neck.
Thank you for calling Consolidated Credit.
Oh no, they'll lower his rates and consolidate his bills into one low payment. He'll pay off his debt in no time. Consolidated Credit drives us batty.
Call Consolidated Credit now. Call now and get your life back.
Oh, because debt sucks.
Call now.
Call Consolidated Credit at 1-800-966-6076. 1-800-966-6076. That's 1-800-966-6076. Call now.
Let's look at our tail of the tape. Zach Church versus Oyama. What a showdown this will be. 5'9" versus 5'8". Both identical records. One extra win for Zach Church. And the exact weight necessary when they weighed in. Our official introductions with Casey Luke.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the 3 co-main events of the evening. USA versus Japan. This event is sanctioned by the Muskogee Creek Nation Athletic Commission. Our principal chief, George Tiger. Our commissioner, Dan Kirby. Our referee is Mr. Kevin Nix. Our judges are Liz Carrero, David Sutherland, and Joey Gorzinski. Our timekeeper this evening is Julie Sutherland. And our ringside physicians are Dr. Corey Shonaway and Dr. Steve Hardage. Ladies and gentlemen of Tulsa, Oklahoma, River Spirit Casino Event Center, are you ready? Here we go. Let's meet our fighters. Fighting out of Tochigi, Japan. Out of the blue corner, weighing in at 155 pounds, with a professional record of 5 wins and 2 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Takuya Oyama. And across the cage, standing in the red corner, fighting out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, United States of America, with a record of 6 wins and 2 losses, weighing in at 155 pounds, this is Zach Church. Our referee for this mixed martial arts bout is Mr. Kevin Nix.
Fire Sarah Cage. All right, guys, we've got a little bit of a language difference, but this is the international language of fight, so touch gloves, be warriors.
One more time, I will ask you, are you ready? I said, are you ready?
Two conflicting styles, if you were to ask me. Zach Church, all business. Oyama, a bit of a showman, Dale. A bit of a ham, if you will, and immediately a big shot from Church.
Oh, wow, and a nice kick from Oyama.
Oyama's aggressive, man. Good short shots, too. Watch the takedown.
Who got the takedown? The American wrestler ends up on top.
Should be okay. Oyama's got that cauliflower, so we're assuming he's pretty decent on the ground.
You saw that early, Dale. You saw that early.
I picked him up at the airport, and they introduced me to Oyama, the boxer, and I looked at his ears.
He can't block good.
He turned professional as a boxer at 17 years old, had 16 pro fights, and then turned to MMA.
You can see the confidence on his feet, too.
Oh, absolutely.
He even threw a kick in there.
Yeah, he was not afraid to throw that kick. Not afraid of being taken down, and we see he got back to his feet against a wrestler of the pedigree of Church. That's impressive.
You'll see a lot of body shots from a boxer, too. He's looking for uppercut.
Nice jab there by Church.
Neither fighter seems too worse for the wear from either early.
Again, the jab by Church. He's using that jab and then getting the takedown. That's a brilliant strategy.
Overhand right.
I don't think Oyama wants to be on the ground, does he? At least, well.
Oh, this is dirty.
What is happening here? They have a leg isolated. No.
He's fine.
He panicked there for just a minute, Gerald.
Good
those instances.
Great stand-up. I mean, that was impressive by Oyama to get back to his feet. Whoa!
Suplex.
Oh, here it comes. No.
Boy, Gerald Harris would have lost his mind if they saw the
Gerald,
Harris
can we
slam.
say that Oyama is not just a boxer at this point?
No,
Is he
he's
qualified?
Not a boxer. I would have picked him up and threw him. I would have got that throw. Good fight, though, man. It's a really good fight.
Straight front kick by Church. He's doing a good job of avoiding the attack by Oyama.
Dang, here's another leg attack.
But Church has recognized that he can take him down at will, but he has to be careful, man. This guy, like we said, is pretty decent on the ground.
That footlock was still alive. It's off now.
This is so intriguing to watch. Such a contrast, guys, from everything we've seen so far this evening.
Yes.
This is our first ground battle.
Church needs to be careful about the leg attack of Oyama, but he's in a great position right now.
Oh, can he get the back?
It's 22 seconds to go. He's going for the arm bar.
Oh, nice. He can pull this off. He's reaching for the
16
leg.
seconds to go.
He's reaching for the leg.
He's trying. I don't think he has anything.
What a great
Gerald.
first round.
He needs to go under that leg and roll him through.
This is the
Intriguing
first
ground battle,
of
wasn't it?
5 scheduled rounds
Boom.
here tonight.
Right there.
There's another attempt. And saved.
Oh, wow! And neither fighter looks gassed at all.
Oyama looked over like, woo.
We have 4 more rounds of this.
Hey, let's look at this first takedown here. That leg kick will make you shoot. Boom.
A good little dirty boxing that took place there.
He's doing a good
Here's
job.
where I thought Oyama was going to get the takedown, but Zach ended up on top.
He's doing a good job of mixing up his strike in his takedown. It's
This
good.
is the end of the round here where Zach was going all out for the arm bar, and he could not isolate 2 arms against 1, and the bell rang. Great first round. I think you got to give it to Church, right? He landed a good jab. He got a takedown. He had a near submission.
Didn't look good in the beginning, though. That guy was all over him.
Are you falling behind on your student loan payments? Are the monthly payments too much for you to afford? If this is you, Reliant Financial is offering free information for those who call the number on their screens right now. Our partners can help stop collection calls, lift wage garnishments, and release tax liens. Stop struggling with student loan debts, end the collection process, and get a monthly payment you can afford. Call 800-917-8109. That's 800-917-8109.
Let's see what happens this round.
Takuya Oyama.
Cardio looks great. Look at both of them. They're not even breathing hard. They worked hard.
Look at Zach Church. The guy is all business. We had a chance to sit and chat with him yesterday. I mean, all business.
He did a great job on the radio.
He did. That's why I almost said, oh, big kick.
I see a right
Great
hand open for
takedown
Church.
defense.
Oh, nice. That's the wrestler right there. On their feet, I do see a right hand open for Church. But Oyama's so afraid of the takedown, he's not committing to his punches anymore. He lost that confidence he had in the first round.
You heard Kevin Nix mention when the 2 fighters squared off, we have a bit of a language barrier. When they both speak the language of fight, the language of brawling, if you will. And this has been quite the brawl here through the first round and a half.
If you watch Zach, he puts his knee on the guy's head.
Yes.
And isolates him. Wherever your head goes, your body goes. Real smart. Gonna mount now.
2 minutes to go.
Hand battle.
Oyama with the reversal. That was sweet and nicely timed.
Definitely time. You're gonna take a couple shots, but the reversal's there.
When you see a guy time a right hand from mount and get the reversal like that, that's not the first time he's been on the ground like that.
Nah.
That was pretty nice. See what he can do on top.
Zach's actually gonna have to get up if he wants to win this round. Yama's doing a good job of controlling position. He's a bigger guy. It really looks bad for the smaller guy to be on bottom.
You mentioned when they came out, a lot of energy.
Oh.
Nice shot by Oyama.
I like how Zach signaled he was fine, though.
Yep.
Heard that crowd roar, and he's like, hey, I'm all right.
Watch the sneaky armbar
Now,
here.
this is not he's not in a great place right here.
Watch it, it's sneaky. See, he's blocking
Nice
those legs. Good
defense
job.
by Church.
Church needs to do something to win this round. He's gonna have to get behind him. He's gonna have to, watch it.
How about that shot?
Was close.
Close to a knee on the ground of the opponent.
It would have been to the body when it started out. Uh-oh.
Now he's
What
in
do we
big trouble
got?
with the arm.
Church needs to finish this round in the mount, in the side, something. Because right now, Yama's dominating.
Does he have anything here, Dale? It doesn't look like it. Almost looks like
in jiu-jitsu,
He's got
everything
one
is
arm
something.
and he's got head control. He just
that
lost
hurts.
that. Now they are in foreign territory.
There you go.
This looks good right here for him.
Nice knee to the ribs. You see the big breath from
breath by
Oyama.
Comes him out, and he's going
Ends up on top again. That is a strong young man.
Wow.
This is a tough one to judge right here.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to score this fight. This round.
Round one looked to be around for Zach Church. Round two, boy, anybody's game. And the final 10 seconds coming up, you'll hear the slap on the, there you go, 10 seconds left in round number two.
I tell you, Oyama didn't come all the way over here to lose.
You're right, Gerald.
It's a long flight home.
There you go, round number two. From a technical perspective, for two guys who love the technical aspect of MMA, Gerald, I'll start with you. It doesn't get much better than what we watched there. Watch this takedown reversal.
This is the difference in the fight. Zach has to get a takedown and do something with it. He's getting a little careless on top, and he needs to just be a little more solid. With a 3-minute round, you don't have room for errors. You don't. It's too short. Right here, he has the mount, and he's got Bridges. Boom, he's hip to hip. You can't be hip to hip. So that was perfectly timed.
Hey, and that was wonderful analysis by Gerald. I can't top his analysis on the groundwork at all. That was wonderful. And congratulations, Gerald, on having such a successful career in the cage and outside the cage. Glad to have you with us tonight, man.
No more punches for me. Punchline. They got punchline.
So when you get hip to hip, what's the challenge there? Where have you made a mistake?
You're connected. You need to be sitting on his chest where he can't bridge you off of him. So here we go. We'll see what happens.
Still haven't seen either fighter worse for the wear outside of the dreads for Zach Church, which are long gone.
Oyama isn't initiating anything. He's countering everything.
Oh, when he just took a shot there and got taken down.
Smart.
Oh,
3 seconds.
Attack by Zach Church. A big right. He's
going for the win
in round three.
Oyama's trying to counter fight. Zach caught on.
Zach realized, as you brought up, Gerald.
Knee on the belly.
There you go. That's
mount.
not waist to waist, if you will.
Changing it.
Got an arm tap.
He's got to have a crucifix right now. See, that bridge is ineffective with no hip to hip. He's not going to bridge Zach over because his hips aren't connected. Good change by the cornerman.
First fight, our first chance of USA tonight.
Can Oyama get back up here? And he does.
He's going to take him right back down.
Oh, left hook to the body by Oyama. He loaded up on that shot. There was a knee to the head, another knee. Church needs to be covering up there. Another knee. That was top of the head.
They've got 2 minutes.
Got to be careful because there's only a limited area that's legal to strike in this position.
Zach, he needs to improve. He has to improve. It looks really bad right here.
This is an Oyama round all the way. It's getting dangerous. At least he got back upright.
I'll tell you right now, whoever finishes this round on top is going to win this round.
They're working hard, but they do not look tired.
No, they don't.
We're all quiet, just waiting to see what happens next.
It's one of these moments where it's
nice.
takedown by Zach Church. That brought the crowd to its feet.
But notice, Zach is not doing the mount again. He's on the side control. He's safe there.
Is there blood coming from Oyama's nose?
A little bit.
Just a bit trickling from that.
Just a little short shot right there with the forearm.
Whoever made that call, that was a smart call right there, because he got reversed like 3 times. Knee on the belly right there. He can do this the rest of the round. Oyama has to improve.
You've got the Marine Gremlin on your side working on your ground game. You got Alan Green working on your striking game. Hey,
keep him down.
I'm watching Alan Green right now. It seems like he's trying to give advice on the ground.
He said, keep him down. Alan saw that hook. So definitely, he needs to do something, though, because Knicks are standing him up, and anything can happen. He has to do something. Stay busy. Come on, you got to posture up, punch, do something. Oyama in the same has to do something. He needs to move. See that bridge?
Nothing happened.
Nothing.
Closing moments here of round number 3.
All Oyama can do is coast out the round.
Yep.
That's it. I'll go crazy.
That was a round that had Oyama had some great moments, and he landed several good knees, but I don't think he's going to win the round.
Flurry's coming.
Oh, flurry late from Zach Church. Well, I was going to say that bell needed to be loud in order to make sure you could hear from the crowd, over the crowd, the end of round number 3.
Are you having problems with the IRS? Our trained professionals here at Wall & Associates have over 30 years experience helping individuals and businesses solve their tax problems.
Having tax issues, it's very scary. I was worried that we would lose our house. When I called Wall & Associates, they were able to meet with me in person, and I never had to talk to the IRS again.
Call now for a free consultation. We'll meet with you in person, face-to-face, at a local office near you.
Call now 1-800-281-3068. We solve tax problems.
Good round.
Maybe our first sign of fatigue from either fighter as they both sit in the corner. This flurry from Zach Church right at the start of round number 3.
Now this is what they call the championship rounds coming up. So that was good action for a third. Look at that flurry. And this is nice. Now the problem a lot of fighters have, and I've been there before, you can't try to play referee.
No.
While you're waving, that guy will knee you. I think we got a takedown coming up right here late in the round. Oh, that was at the end. That was good. And
that
he
was the
controlled him.
pivotal point of that round, I think, huh?
If there are any fighters, and a good little flurry to end the round by Zach Church, if there's any fighters that are listening, what Gerald Harris just said is some of the best advice you can ever take. Don't try to play referee. We saw Zach Church do it when he was trying to get the attention of Kevin Nix. You can't do it. You got to fight your fight.
And Zach does not have braids anymore. Oh, that left hook is landing. That left hook is landing.
By the way, shouts out to Daniel and David, who have been doing a great job on all of our replays tonight out on the Cox Channel truck.
Nice. Nice level change.
Oh, here we go.
Watch
Here we go. Oh, baby!
That was nice.
What a slam by Zach Church.
And he threw him down shoulder to the head. He has to maintain knee on the belly. He has to keep that knee on that belly. Keep his back off the cage. You got to get higher. He has to get higher here because he's been bridged over a couple of times.
Full mount.
He has to scoot up on his chest if he wants to keep him down.
Are they in a bad position here,
Oyama's in the worst position he could possibly be in. Head against the cage, full mount.
If Church sits up on his chest, that guy will be in trouble on bottom. See, he's bridging. Boom.
Nice reversal again.
All night
timed that perfect.
He's going to do it. He's a bigger guy. I mean,
Oyama needs to do damage. He's behind in this fight on our scorecards.
He's definitely doing damage, and he looked really good at the beginning of the round.
You see the head battle that goes on between the two fighters.
Without Oyama taking a lot of damage on bottom, he came out kind of fearless in the beginning.
With leg lock again. He's got it isolated. This is a heel hook working here.
He's got to get, Church has to crawl. He has to come in. Church has to come in.
Face to face.
Church has to come crowd. He has to crowd. He has to break his grip, and he has to crowd.
You hear the instructions coming from the Japanese corner?
I have no idea.
I got no idea what he said. Church is out.
Church needs to keep that.
This is a great fight.
Oh, my. This guy's not
Here
getting tired.
comes Oyama.
He's got to watch out for the guillotine
Church needs to go guard. Guard.
Intelligently defending.
Great job of telling the referee he's all right as he takes 25 unanswered punches, but it's thumbs up for Church.
He needs to get his guard, though.
Wow,
the awareness of Zach Church is incredible.
Now watch the arm bar.
I would say Oyama.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh, my. What a reversal by Zach Church.
He needs to stay there,
top.
knee on belly. He needs to stay knee on belly. No more mount. The guy's too big. Nice. He's dominating right there. Underhooks and knee on belly.
30 seconds to go in the fight. Insane. The back and forth, this has been incredible on the ground.
Well, in the fourth of potentially 5 rounds, Dale. We got one more round to go.
This was looking like an Oyama round, but now I don't know.
He needs to hit him. He needs to finish. Oh, nice.
He went for a hard
Does he have it?
Watch the reverse. Watch the reverse.
Nope.
Watch
He's going to slip out the back door.
Watch the reverse.
10 seconds left in the round. Oh, and now Zach Church will let a big shot.
He watched the reverse.
There it is. Oh,
you called it. Did he get it?
it?
Oh, that's it for round number 4.
Look at Oyama. Look at Zach Church. One more round to go. This is incredible.
This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. The technical battle that's going on between Church right now and Oyama is borderline jaw-dropping. And here's what's amazing is there you get a good look at Oyama. He doesn't even look like he's broke a sweat. But watch this takedown.
Boom, look at that. That's familiar. Nice front kick to a level change. I noticed something about Oyama. He's not throwing any knees, really.
He came out with that jump knee at the beginning of the round and missed, and now he goes, that didn't work so good.
Here goes one of those reversals we're talking about. It was a little neutral there, but he's just...
Here comes the 30 uninterrupted punches, and look at Zach. Give him a thumbs up.
I've actually seen people get their thumb broken doing that.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'll punch you right in your thumb. Don't put your thumb up.
Ladies and gentlemen,
here we go.
Wow, what a first fight for USA versus
what a
Japan.
show of respect,
Oyama's
too,
coming
between
out
these two
hard, I'm telling
fighters.
you. Look at that.
There he
hands.
goes with a knee again.
He's got hands.
Oh, what a dodge by Church.
Zach's gonna work that
Oyama
jab.
with a head kick, huh?
Hands up.
First time we've seen that. There's the jump knee again.
You mentioned it.
He knows he needs this round or a stoppage, you know?
Watch it, watch it.
Spinning elbow. Once again, the high-risk maneuver cost him. Zach with hooks in.
Oyama can reverse here, though. He can, if he spins hard enough, he'll be on top. Now, he may spin into an armbar, so he has to be careful.
I think he's crafty enough to know what he's doing.
Yep.
Zach's trying to limit his options here.
Zach needs to get him from hip to hip. He needs to get right there. He needs him to the side is what Zach needs, not hip to hip.
Good hand
See where he's pushing him off to the side. Now he's
Oyama got his butt on the ground and he was able to turn
that
around.
arm bar.
Nice.
He's got that arm bar.
He's got it deep this time. Oyama still has two arms. He's interesting.
If he doesn't get this, he has to make a transition. Oh, he has it. He
got it. Tapped to the foot with 1:40 to go in round 5.
I didn't know if he had it. He worked it. He grinded on it. And Zach Church gets the win on an arm bar in the 5th and final round. Oh, baby.
That was good.
That was awesome.
Let's take another look at this, man. This is mixed martial arts at its finest right here.
The crowd chants USA. What'd you see here, Gerald?
That's called perseverance. He kept trying, and he finally got it. And that comes from training, man. That comes from the last hour of practice, and you're tired, and coach makes you get back in there. That's where it comes from. To have that energy, that kid has a good future, man.
What a win for Zach Church here tonight. And that's just one of 3 USA versus Japan fights. Let's get the official announcement in the cage with KC Liu. What a win.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for this amazing, amazing first battle. And look at the camaraderie of USA versus Japan. This goes 1 minute, 18 seconds into the 5th round. Your winner by tap out, by armbar, out of the red corner, Zach Church.
No kidding. That's what stood out to me as well. All right, let's hear from, I think we're going to hear from both fighters in the cage at some point. Go ahead. We're going to talk a little bit to Takuya Oyama first. Help with the interpreter.
First, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk to the loser of this battle. Well, there wasn't really a loser. That was pretty incredible. And we have our interpreter, Delroy Martin. How are you, sir? Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Takuya Oyama. Give him a big round of applause for this unbelievable fight. Thank you, sir. Thank you for competing here tonight. Thank you so much for competing. Takuya, thank you so much. This was a very technical battle. And as a martial artist, I watch and I see Japanese jiu-jitsu. How do you train differently than we train here in the United States of America?
Zach, perfect. Thank you. I'm lose.
Well, you didn't lose. You lost, but it was a fantastic, fantastic battle. I'm so sorry you got the armbar, sir. But tell me about the leg locks that you were going for. The leg locks. Were you very focused on the leg lock?
Ashikuro, locking.
No. No. ちょっと。日本の皆さんすいません、英語で何言ってるか分かんないから日本語でカメラに言います、本当に自分の力不足感じました、負けた俺が何も言うことないんですけど本当にすいませんでした。
He said he did his best. He doesn't speak very much English, so he was trying to just do his very best on what he was doing, and that's pretty much it.
Thank you. Thank you. Today I'm lose fuck, but I'll be back. I love you, Oklahoma. Thank you.
Fantastic. Now let's talk to the winner. Ladies and gentlemen, Zach Church! Wow. Sir, congratulations. Did you expect a battle like that? And how do you train for that kind of defense of the jiu-jitsu?
Oh, it was excellent. He was tight. He was going for legs. I had to keep them both in mind the entire time. I mean, I couldn't leave anything behind. He was all over it. It was tough. I had to just stay top and stay heavy.
Now, I asked him, and you know, we weren't really sure how to discuss Japanese jiu-jitsu compared to what we trained. You trained Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
It's grappling, man. It's all tough, and when there's punches involved, I mean, they say every time you get hit, you go down on belt rank. So, I mean, it's totally different with the strikes. Yeah.
Were you surprised with his defense? Because we were sitting there discussing as they were on GFL.TV, the defense of his reversals. You looked like you had it, and then he would reverse you. Were you surprised with his reverses?
Not surprised. I mean, you can't be surprised at this level. Everybody's tough.
Well, you were fantastic. It's amazing you won in the 5th round with an armbar that you worked to get. Who do you have to thank?
Man, I have to thank everybody. The factory especially, Bold Body Supplements, Dorothy Foz. I mean, everybody knows Dorothy and everybody loves her. Psycho Submissions, Butch Comiskey, Cronies definitely, Micah Stockton, Tough Jiu-Jitsu, great training partner, always there, rain or shine. Alan Green, if you don't know him, you need to. There he is. Best hands in Oklahoma, by far.
Well, I just have to say,
most of all, my Lord and Savior in heaven. Yeah.
Well, I have to say, for Rumble on the River 13, and for everybody around the world that's watching on the internet, we just saw one of the best fights we've ever seen here at River Spirit Casino Event Center. One of those clinical fights. What amazing, amazing technique. Congratulations to Zach Church! Unbelievable!
How about that? Zach Church gets the win with a submission in the 5th and final round. That's just one of 3 fights. Stick around. USA versus Japan. Rumble on the River 13 continues with Javier Miñarez next.
Are you having problems with the IRS? Liens and levies, garnishments, seizures, penalties? Are you being audited? Our trained professionals at Wall & Associates can help. We've helped thousands of individuals and businesses solve their tax problems and save big money.
Having tax issues, it's very scary. I was worried that we would lose our house. When I called Wall & Associates, they were able to meet with me in person, and I never had to talk to the IRS again. It was like this heavy weight was just lifted.
Put a wall between you and the IRS. Wall & Associates has over 30 years of experience dealing with the IRS, and they can help you or your business.
Well, I opened the letter from the IRS, and man, I was shocked. So that's when I decided to call Wall & Associates. They got my levy released within 48 hours.
Call us now for a free consultation. We'll meet with you in person face-to-face at an office near you.
Call now 1-800-604-2855, 1-800-604-2855. We solve tax problems.
Are you having problems with the IRS? Our trained professionals here at Wall & Associates have over 30 years experience helping individuals and businesses solve their tax problems.
Having tax issues, it's very scary. I was worried that we would lose our house. When I called Wall & Associates, they were able to meet with me in person, and I never had to talk to the IRS again.
Call now for a free consultation. We'll meet with you in person, face-to-face, at a local office near you.
Call now 1-800-281-3068. We solve tax problems.
Welcome back. Rumble on the River 13. Crowd still lathered up after the Zach Church win. That's just one of 3 main events. Let's meet the 145-pound showdown and the combatants, Javier Miñarez and Takahiro Kato.
Definitely going to be a good one. I normally don't pay attention to guys warming up in the corner, but Kato's doing some
He hasn't stopped.
He hasn't stopped moving, and I think that something crazy is going to happen this fight.
Let's get the official introductions from KC.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go for main event number 2. Let's meet our fighters once again for this mixed martial arts bout. This is set for 5 rounds at 3 minutes apiece at the 145-pound weight class. Meeting our fighter from Japan, fighting out of the blue corner, out of Saitama, Japan, with a record of 7 wins and 3 losses, weighing in at 145 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Takahiro Kato. And across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, fighting out of Lubbock, Texas, with 6 wins and 2 losses for his record, weighing in at 145 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Javier Miñarez. Our referee for this mixed martial arts bout is Mr. Kevin Nix.
Fires here in the cage. Again, guys, we have a difference in language, but the difference of a fight is Warriors, touch gloves, and let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Nope. You can do better than that. Are you ready? Here we go!
Kato versus Miñarez. Kato in the red trunks, Miñarez in the blue trunks.
Sort of a Machida type upright stance.
Yes.
Speed. He's going to have a lot of speed, I can tell you that.
Interesting style.
Oh, wow. He did that in the corner. I'm not kidding. He was warming up there.
This is going to be
nice body kick.
Miñarez tries to go for a quick choke. I don't think it's there.
I keep worrying about the next fight. The next card has an absolute tough act to follow. Like,
I'm telling you.
Does Javier have anything?
Is he working a choke?
Is he a choke, Gerald?
He is, but Kato may be safe. He's off to the opposite side, so he's safe. It'll hurt, but he shouldn't be able to finish it. He has to stay on that right side, though.
Now that he's getting a little bit more
He's okay.
parallel.
Yeah, he's
still
positioned himself.
Yeah, kind of hard
It's
because
a little bit more than karate going on here for
Definitely.
Kato.
He knows
He's been
what he's
around the
doing.
block. Nice survival, and look at this. Ends up with great position.
Big knees.
He's just a little rabbit.
That was perfect.
It's odd because this is the first fight of the night that's fought in the only kind of blind area from our broadcast position that we have.
Yeah, they
Watching
stood
this fight.
toe-to-toe in the middle for most of the night.
A lot of people understand Americans. We're a little spoiled when we fight. In some countries, man, that's a living. You know,
Yeah.
some of these guys come over here. This is what they do. We're here. We can work, fight. These guys.
It's a chance of a lifetime
Yes.
for these
Oh,
kids.
nice.
Woo. He's not afraid to whip his karate out.
Definitely.
And he's not afraid to take a shot as he did right there.
Oh,
my!
Perez is quite a boxer.
That one hurt.
And
left hook.
Vinales trying to end this quick.
Vinales needs to get away from him. When you hurt somebody, the worst thing you can do is crowd him. Now he's recovering. Kato's recovering.
Did a great job to get back to his feet.
Dale, you've spent a lot of time with all three of these Japanese fighters and their traveling crew. And
See, this is the best thing he can do right here is get away. He's got recovery time now.
oh my!
Something's going to
Another
land.
shot.
Something is about to land.
This might be a spectacular knockout.
He's going
again,
to set
like
up
we
another
saw
back
earlier.
kick. Oh.
Oh.
My goodness, Kato doesn't mess around.
You may have seen what's on his shorts, Brave, and the banner behind him. That is one of the up-and-coming promotions in Japan, developing young MMA talent.
He's definitely one of them.
Yes, sir. 7-3 record. In America, that's good. In Japan, that's real good because they don't match you easy in Japan. When you're 7-3, you're a bad dude.
Not doing much for blocking, but
He took a right hand. He ran into a right hand from Vinales.
Gosh, that's all. It's you know, Gerald, you said something funny earlier.
He
Right
keeps
hand.
running into the punches, man.
Yeah.
Whoa! That was
what a
close
first round.
after the
Man, that
point.
is a
Gerald, you
bulldozer.
said something funny earlier. You say a lot of funny stuff. But you said, I almost forgot that we're calling the fight. We're just watching it as fans.
This is entertaining.
It has been absolutely
And look
phenomenal.
at this.
Watch
From
this
the
shot.
beginning, the guy comes in and just boom, right there to the body. That was nice. Body shots are very underestimated, man.
And now Vinales rallies.
That's after he hurt him.
Yep.
He was hurt. And as a fighter, that is the worst thing you can do.
This is how it
Good
wrapped
flurry.
up. Yeah. So if you're in Vinales' corner, you want him to give him a little bit of space whenever he hurts him, right?
If I was in Minara's corner right now, I'd say throw the right hand. Every time he comes in, Kato's hands are down. If I was Kato, I'd keep the pressure on him the whole time. But watch Minara's, he's gonna throw that right hand. And Kato, he's just gotta do what he's been doing. But he's gotta get his hands up.
Wow. If we can do USA versus Japan every single time we have a Rumble on the River, I'm all about it. Here we go, round
Watch
number
right
2.
hand. He's timing, I can see it. He got it, he has it cocked.
He's ready to
Yeah, he's
throw.
ready.
Oh,
Ooh,
there's
nice
a
kick.
great kick.
That right hand is tight. Oh.
Vinales, good combination to the body, but
Nice.
right there is Kato.
It's hard to fight a guy like Kato because you don't know what he's going to do. So you can't really wait on him or predict it. It's hard to counterpunch him because he's throwing everything.
You know, some fighters like to watch YouTube videos, like to train, like to get an eye. Every fighter likes to train.
I would just turn his video off.
Yeah,
I was just
exactly.
like, you know what? Bring one of them kids in here and let him just that guy's everywhere. Look at that. And he's got good cardio.
And he could not sit still even in the introductions. The man has been a constant state of motion since this fight started.
Looked like some blood coming from his head. Look, top of his head.
Yeah, you're right. That's from Vinales. Is almost looks like just
Head
right
butt.
up
Could have been a head
of his
clash.
brow. Yeah.
Oh,
Good combination.
look at
Now,
that. Mixed in
is
with
he
the
trying to
takedown.
take
Yeah.
down? Wow. Kato timing it out.
They're pretty even to me right now.
This might be one of the
Oh.
big left from
He comes in with his
Vinales.
hands down every time. Hands down.
Attempted combination wasn't there.
Hands down, mouth open.
Hear the crowd wanting to see something. That big head kick attempt by Vinales Just misses.
The difference between the two is Kato is throwing multiple shots, and Minars is only throwing one at a time. If you watch, see, he's throwing 4 or 5. Look at that.
Yeah.
Bunches and bunches.
Good combinations here.
Now watch Minars. Boom. There's one, and he's out.
He's not mixing up
He
his
has to throw
combinations
more.
at all. No.
If he wants a knockout, he's got to throw at least 2 to 3 punches.
And no guard up at all.
He's looking for the big
Okada.
shot.
Yeah. It's almost as if he's inviting them.
Well, Kato's what he's doing is when he's in striking range, he's punching. So he's not coming in with nothing. When he's close, he's throwing.
Ooh. Another straight, but again, no combination.
Nothing. One shot.
Oh, a big left, but no
nothing
combination,
happened.
no
He's gotta
follow-up.
follow
Blood is really starting to pour.
Where is all that blood coming from?
At the top of his head.
There seems to be a cut right on his brow.
I say head, but no, it's up here.
Sorry,
it's in his head.
Sorry, yeah.
I say clash of heads as wild as these two guys are going.
Oh, a big left, but again, it's only one shot.
On the feet, it's boxer versus karate, man. It's an interesting matchup in styles.
Oh, what about this exchange
What
to
a
wrap
flurry.
He's like the drunken master. He's like the drunken master. You can't tell if he's tired, if he's hurt. Like, what?
That's only 2 rounds, man. That's only 2 rounds.
Unbelievable.
Great ring, girls.
Round number 3. Watch this. Oh, that kick to the back absolutely took down Kato, but no answer. No follow-up, and watch this left.
Boom.
Boom.
That's a check hook. Nice check hook.
But nothing there.
Yeah, one shot at a time.
So what does he do now, Dale, to try to add in his combinations, to try to mix things up if you're
Here comes
in
another big
Minyarz's-
left right
let's
here.
watch this real
It's
quick.
another check hook. Boom, same thing.
Perfectly
but
timed.
He's just throwing one. He's got to throw more, man.
Kato can take a punch, and he keeps coming with those flurries, and I don't think he's out of this fight by any means.
Here we go, round number 3. What a fight this has been.
It's hard to find a training partner for this guy.
Machida.
Woo, tried the big kick, missed it.
He's in shape. They both are.
Oh. Oh.
Kato has confidence that he can take a punch because he never moves his head.
Look at that. Look at that. He's throwing 4 to 5 punches.
And that might have been it.
Nope,
That
back
might
up,
have
back
been
up,
it.
back up. He needs to back up. He's going to recover.
He got the time to recover.
He's got to back up.
Yeah, he should let him stand back up,
Make
actually.
him stand up. Make him stand up. Now he's going to recover.
Elbow.
Takes about...
That
nice
elbow
mouse.
put
Nice
a mouse
mouse.
over the left eye of Kato
Yeah, that
right
sucker
away.
Pop right up.
Mean
another
elbow.
one.
Good ground and pound.
Kato's up.
Those knees.
Oh, a big knee as well.
He's back.
That mouse, Dale, that you brought up
man.
is huge.
That happened instantly.
Like a goat horn.
Kato still unafraid.
Look at him. He's like, what?
And he's not really protecting
He
himself.
does not move his head or block his head,
He
does
don't
he?
blink either.
No.
He's just staring at him.
He's in a trance.
As a fighter, you hit somebody with your best shot, they just look at you just like, oh, not this guy.
Working away at the midsection.
What do you call those, body blows?
I guess
those hurt.
so.
Those
To the
hurt.
butt?
Into the
The
backside.
next time Minars hurts him, he has to back up and make him stand up, though. He has to. That'll put pressure on the other guy.
Oh.
Ah, that was a mean elbow to the body.
He should hurt him. He can hurt him
Let him
here.
up. That was the right move, what Gerald said.
Hurt him.
Back him up or let him up.
Ooh, that was quick.
When one of these land, it's going to be
Boom.
spectacular
Now,
like that.
Now, if he hurts him again, hopefully he does something different. Oh,
No.
man. Get him.
I'm starting to wonder if you can hurt Takahiro Kato. Oh, maybe you can.
Well, might
That's a
be.
Oh, they
finish.
threw in the towel. They threw in the towel.
Good stoppage. No,
They
that
threw
was
in the
great.
towel.
Look at Kato right now. He does not know where he's
You
at.
technically, I don't think you can throw in the towel. Do you know the rule on that? You got to wave it, I believe. You
Yeah,
have to
you're
wave it.
right. At least in boxing, I know you're right. You can't throw it in. You got to come up on the apron and wave it. I don't
Yeah.
know about the cage. How's the referee
I
going
saw
to
the
see away?
commission jump up, so. Here we go, boom, look at that kick. Now that was to the back of the head, but that was totally unintentional, and it's perfectly legal. He turned.
Great win by XFL champion Javier Miñarez. But my God, Kato, he's a warrior. He's unafraid.
Kato turned and got kicked in the back of the head. It's perfectly legal. Yeah, definitely got
Oh
it.
my gosh, that angle is amazing.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Great job by our Cox Cable camera crew. My goodness. And look at the ground and pound there, and that was it. I don't know if you can see the towel in the background, and as Gerald Harris brought up, you can't really throw in the towel. But what an incredible, sensational performance by Javier Miñarez. Let's get the official announcement from KC.
Ladies and gentlemen, as these fighters make their way to the center of the ring, give them a big round of applause for this amazing battle. It ends 2 minutes and 16 seconds into the third round. Your winner by TKO out of the red corner, Javier Miñarez.
So what are you going to jump out the cage? I mean, what are you going to do? Like, they got to fly in the cage.
They've got to do something amazing. KC has a conversation with Javier Miñarez.
Javier, congratulations, sir. You were cut up there on your brow. What cut you and started making you bleed there? Remember?
I don't. I barely even remembered what I finished him with. I want to say it was maybe a short hook that turned into an elbow. I'm not quite sure.
What do you have to say about your opponent for coming from Japan to perform tonight?
It is not an easy task having to fly overseas, make weight, and then come fight the next night. All my hats go off to them. Thank you so much for coming and showing out for us, guys.
I've asked this before of every fighter that's been in here, but were you surprised at all from the skill set that he had, and how did you prepare for this?
I was not at all surprised by his skill set. I mean, he was chosen to fly overseas and fight in the USA against the toughest competition in the world. He got to be good, right? Yes, sir.
When you came out, were you expecting to stand this up the whole time?
I always expect to stand until someone tries to make the takedown, so that's just how I fight.
What's next for you? This is an amazing battle tonight. We've seen amazing skills from the Japanese fighters already. We still have one more to go, and that was an amazing battle. What's next for you as a fighter? Because we love watching you fight.
I continue to fight and continue to learn, and I wait to get a call, and that's all I can do and all I can pray for. All glory be to God. Thank you, Javen Noel Miñarez. Baby boy, I love you.
Oh, he's so cute. Look at him. Get him on camera. What's his name?
Javier Noel, right there. That's my newborn.
Congratulations. How old?
He's 7 weeks.
Ah, congratulations. What a thing to fight for. Ladies and gentlemen, Javier Miñarez.
What a performance! And the main events, well, one of 3 main events.
We'll see that baby in this cage in 18 years.
It's coming up next. It's Rumble on the River 13.
Are you falling behind on your student loan payments? Are the monthly payments too much for you to afford? If this is you, Reliant Financial is offering free information for those who call the number on their screens right now. Our partners can help stop collection calls, lift wage garnishments, and release tax liens. Stop struggling with student loan debts, end the collection process, and get a monthly payment you can afford. Call 800-917-8109. That's 800-917-8109.
Are you having problems with the IRS? Liens and levies, garnishments, seizures, penalties? Are you being audited? Our trained professionals at Wall & Associates can help. We've helped thousands of individuals and businesses solve their tax problems and save big money.
Having tax issues, it's very scary. I was worried that we would lose our house. When I called Wall & Associates, they were able to meet with me in person, and I never had to talk to the IRS again. It was like this heavy weight was just lifted.
Put a wall between you and the IRS. Wall & Associates has over 30 years of experience dealing with the IRS, and they can help you or your business.
Well, I opened the letter from the IRS, and man, I was shocked. So that's when I decided to call Wall and Associates. They got my levy released within 48 hours.
Call us now for a free consultation. We'll meet with you in person, face-to-face, at an office near you.
Call now 1-800-604-2855, 1-800-604-2855. We solve tax problems.
Rumble on the River, 13, and what a night it's been. It will be hard to top the 7 previous fights. But here we go. Let's bring him to the cage, KC.
Woo! Can I get a woo? Yes, as Mr. Chris Plank said, if we could have USA versus Japan every Rumble on the River, that would be pretty incredible. We have one more bout. The main event of the evening! Here we go, let's meet our fighters for USA versus Japan. Fighting out of Chiba, Japan. Please welcome to the cage, Diagoro Nagarayama.
Guy that is the character of the group. I spent a lot of time with these guys the last few days, and Daigoro is the comedian of the group.
I'm gonna have to test him out on his comedic skills.
Yes, sir. Daigoro Nagarayama making his way to the cage, ripping off the shirt. And as Dale just told you, you might have thought Takuya was the guy, Takuya Oyama, who fought against Zach Church, was the showman. This guy is riding the horse and jumping around. He is ready to go when he enters the cage. Energy much, right, Dale? He didn't even know where to go.
He didn't care.
He don't care.
Fight you as soon as you come in the cage, he'll punch you in your face.
All right, let's welcome in probably one of the crowd favorites in Chavis Smith.
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent coming to this cage for the final bout of the evening, out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, Chavis Smith!
It's dark, now it's hot. Ain't no sunshine in this song. Early darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when it's on, 'cause when it's on, yeah, wanna be gone every time, 'cause we all play.
To the cage. That should be the moment when he's coming out of the
You got to defeat,
That's right.
Chavis is definitely a fan favorite. He always gives it everything he has. He's had some disappointing losses, but I've never seen the guy give up, man.
We had a great conversation, Gerald, with Chavis yesterday. And this was a guy that after losing to Mike Maldonado, kind of stepped away from the game for a little bit. Took about a year off, refocused, won his last 3 fights. 3 of his last 4 fights, excuse me. And now what a great opportunity to continue to improve his game.
I've seen Chavis come in the gym when he didn't know anything, just started. So to watch him be a main event at a fight, to me, is a blessing for him. And he's got a tough task ahead of him. As we've seen, these Japanese guys did not come over here to lose.
Here's the tail of the tape for tonight's showdown in our final match of the night. And Chavis said he was able to pack on about 5 to 10 pounds after making weight. 2 similar records, as we mentioned. Chavis coming off a disappointing loss, but he is undefeated in the XFL. Our official introductions with KC Luke.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the final bout, the main event. USA versus Japan, Rumble on the River 13. Make some noise. Are you ready? Here we go. Let's meet our fighters. 135-pound weight class, 5 rounds, 3 minutes apiece. Let's meet our fighter from Japan first. Fighting out of the blue corner, fighting out of Chiba, Japan. Weighing in at 135 pounds, weighing at 135 with a record of 5 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. This is Diagoro Nagariyama! And across the cage, his opponent fighting out of the red corner, fighting out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, weighing in at 134 pounds with a record of 7 wins and 5 losses. This is Chavis Smith. Our referee for this bout is Mr. Kevin Nix.
Center of the cage. All right, we've got the international language of fight. Touch gloves, be warriors.
Are you ready? Are you ready? No. I said, are you ready? Here we go!
This could finish quick, guys. I'm just warning you right now. Both fighters look ready to go, and Chavis Smith hasn't been out of the first round in the XFL yet.
Yes, to keep his composure.
Young Nagaro.
Chavis gave the, hey, you want to touch gloves sign, and his opponent was like, nah.
No, thank you.
He didn't even say no. That's worse.
And they talked all day yesterday while we were out here at the casino doing promotions for this fight.
Well, they're talking with their fists now.
Chavis recommitted himself to his fight game.
Chavis looks a lot better as far as just technically.
Took a little time off right before his camp. Oh,
nice knee right to the jaw.
Chavis looks patient. He looks confident in his strikes.
Oh, what an elbow. The chance of USA in this final fight have started a little bit earlier than in the previous matchups.
Chavis needs to get his chin out of that striking area. He's right in striking range.
Nagaro went for the takedown,
which is something you wouldn't typically see from him.
Chavis has to use that jab. They're both actually jabbing.
I like how Daigoro changes levels and slings that right hand, Gerald.
Faking the takedown. Chavis is putting the pressure on him, though, man.
They both landed some great knees.
I was told by a great fighter once that make your opponent as uncomfortable as possible in there. And that's what Chavis is doing. I mean, just constantly in his face, striking, pushing, elbowing, kneeing.
As you see Chavis working it, pushing him up against the cage, trying to do anything he can to get an advantage from.
See a little blood. I don't know who it's coming from.
Close down in the final minute here. I think that's from
definitely
the nose.
Daigoro.
Yeah, I think that's from the nose.
I think it was the one knee that glanced off the head and caught the nose.
Pretty neutral here. Someone has to do something.
Another one.
The pressure of Chavis is nice. Don't do the big stuff. Keep it simple. Chavis needs to keep pumping that jab. Keep pumping that jab. Leaving himself open with that big right hook.
See, he can't do that. He's got to stick to
He
it.
loaded that right hand up. Everybody saw that coming.
You get hungry. You land one and you get hungry. Chavez needs to keep peppering those shots. Pop, 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 pop. That's what's going to do it for him. Short shots from Chavez are good. Nice. That pressure is amazing. That is great pressure. He's not giving this guy
he
time
has
to
not
think.
let up at all. Daigaro tough, nose is bleeding, rough first round. Chavis put everything on him he's got in round one. Be interesting to see Daigaro.
If anybody gets tired, the other guy. Look at the pressure.
Chavis going to the wrong corner.
He put a lot of pressure on that guy. That is physically hard to stop.
Boy, they are working over the nose.
We're going to take a look at some of these strikes in the first round. And
nice clinch by Chavis.
Definitely followed by some knees. That may be what caused the bloody nose.
Yeah, I think so.
And that does not feel good. Makes your eyes water, everything. I tell my kids, if they ever get in a fight, hit them in the nose. It does not feel good. That and the body is the worst places to be hit.
Chavis not even taking a stool between rounds. He's standing up, not breathing hard. Daigaro looks really no worse for the wear, except a little bit of blood from the nose.
Chavez putting that pressure on him, man. That's really good. If Daigama's gonna stop that, he has to move in a circular motion. He's moving straight back.
Here we go with round number 2 as Chavis Smith looks to stay undefeated in the XFL. What a show so far tonight, Dale Apollo Cook. My goodness. A combination on the counter by Smith.
He keeps going for that big right hand. He's telegraphing.
Chavis is the stronger of the two, and it's showing in this dirty boxing phase.
He hurt him. Chavis hurt him with that uppercut.
Oh, big shot by Chavis Smith.
Short uppercuts. He is making this guy extremely uncomfortable. Oh, that was nice.
Goodness.
He's hurt. He's hurt. Those short punches. What I tell you, those short punches.
Dude, they're getting ready to throw the towel again. They're trying to stop him from doing so.
That's not necessary.
Woo! What a win for Chavis Smith.
TKO round 2.
Don't break his hand.
I was going to say, be careful on that padding, Chavis.
I told you those short shots is gonna work. Not those big ones. Let's catch this replay. Those big shots are good, but they're very rarely, high percentage. Look at that, a short uppercut. Right on the chin, man. And look how he didn't crowd him. You see that? He kept his distance and he's striking. That's how you finish somebody right there.
An absolutely stellar, sterling performance from Chavis Smith. Dale Cook, when we sat with him yesterday and spent about 15 minutes chatting, he consistently said he wants a title shot. He wants a shot at a belt, and so far he's doing what it takes. A big step here tonight in the most dominating performance probably by one of the United States fighters against one of the Japanese fighters.
He may well have earned that title shot tonight, He's on a roll, he's confident. His striking is now devastating, and he's a hard guy to take down. He has a lot going for him. USA ran the board tonight 3-0, but it was not without a tough hustle in fight 1 and 2.
KC with the official announcement.
As the fighters come to the center of the ring, please make some noise for this unbelievable evening of USA versus Japan and this unbelievable main event of the evening. This bout ends 38 seconds into the second round. Your winner by TKO out of the red corner, Chavis Smith!
Tell you what,
look at the respect. I love it.
Yeah, he loves the microphone too. So here we go.
They can hear you right through that curtain, ladies and gentlemen. Please make some noise for these fighters that crossed all that land to come here tonight from Japan. Thank you to Japan and brave Jim. Unbelievable fighters. Incredible evening, Chavis Smith. How are you? So, ladies and gentlemen, the winner, Chavis Smith. We've talked about it, Chris Plank and I. And you've talked about it with them. You are working to this title shot. How bad I'm sorry,
I
what?
am 4-0 in the XFL. Give me my title shot. Give me my title shot.
He wants a title shot. He wants the
asking.
microphone too.
Asking. Hey, tonight, again, is my night. Finishing fights, that's what I do. 135, I call them out. Let's do it. Japan, America, anywhere. Fuck, we can go to Africa.
All right, so James. All right, let's breathe. Let's breathe. All right, tonight, this fighter, he came out hard, he came out fast. You came out hard and fast, and you didn't go to the ground.
No, but I got in trouble in between rounds.
Why'd you get in trouble?
My coach, he said.
What'd he say?
Chavis, stop trying to slug it out with this Japanese guy and do what you do. And I was trying to slug it out.
Why didn't you take it to the ground? You wanted the right hand, didn't you?
Knockout, man. I wanted the knockout. Hey, I lost my last fight on a fluke, man. And tonight I want to make a statement, and I wanted the knockout. And he had me in the clinch, but I felt a lot stronger. And my being taller, I felt my knees could be there, and it was taken out of him.
Yeah, I know you train really, really hard. Real quick, I know I'm supposed to wrap, but who do you have to thank? Because you have an amazing gym.
Yes. Gotta thank Thomas Longacre over here.
Thomas Thunderkick Longacre.
Yes. Gotta thank my jiu-jitsu coach, Randy. My up and coming, this is about to be the top 155 pro in Tulsa, Midwest, Daryl.
Yep.
My manager, Dorothy, she's around here somewhere. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is.
Dude, we got a killer squad, team Thunderkick. We will take on anyone, anywhere. Let's fucking do it.
No.
I didn't say that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there's a family atmosphere of Rumble on the River 13. Thank you, congratulations, sir. Your winner, James Chocolate Thunder Smith. Oh,
He's on cloud 9. We're back to wrap it up next with Rumble on the River 13. What a night.
Are you having problems with the IRS? Our trained professionals here at Wallen Associates have over 30 years experience helping individuals and businesses solve their tax problems.
Having tax issues, it's very scary. I was worried that we would lose our house. When I called Wallen Associates, they were able to meet with me in person, and I never had to talk to the IRS again.
Call now for a free consultation. We'll meet with you in person, face-to-face, at a local office near you.
Call now 1-800-281-3068. We solve tax problems.
Are you falling behind on your student loan payments? Are the monthly payments too much for you to afford? Have you just stopped paying? If this is you, Reliant Financial is offering free information for those who call the number on their screens right now. If you are struggling with student loan debts, our partners can show you how you may be able to reduce your monthly payments and tell you if you may qualify to have your student loans eliminated entirely. Call Reliant Financial now to take part in this special free offer. You'll speak with one of our experienced partners who will evaluate your situation and guide you through the process. The call and information are free, and there is no obligation. Our partners can help stop collection calls, lift wage garnishments, and release tax liens. Stop struggling with student loan debts, end the collection process, and get a monthly payment you can afford. To get your free information and to take control of your student loan debt, make the free call to Reliant Financial today. Call 800-658-2032. That's 800-658-2032.
Welcome back inside the River Spirit Casino Event Center. Rumble on the River 13. I don't even know where to start. Dale Apollo Cook, Gerald Harris. I mean, this was incredible. Gerald, let's start with you. What really stood out, what really caught your eye tonight? Because the U.S. was able to whitewash the Japanese team, and Jamie Ambush Jones was very impressive in her kickboxing debut.
I would say on paper, it doesn't look as competitive, but tonight was definitely great matchups, great fights. I mean, it was all action, and every fight got better, and I've very rarely seen that. I called it a pay-per-view.
You know, it's funny because Gerald had told us that as a comedian. You want to open because you never want to have to worry about topping someone in front of you. Wow, everyone seemed to top the fighter that came after them tonight.
You know, I want to brag about the USA-Japan fights, and I want to brag about Jamie Jones, but those preliminary fights, those first 3 fights were insane. I mean, those were great and entertaining as they could be. Hats off to the American team. They did it 3-0, but they earned those first 2 fights. I think Chavis was very dominant in the final fight of the night. Jamie Jones proved she can bang as well as grapple, and her game will continue to develop. I'm telling you, she is the next big thing in women's MMA, Jamie Ambush Jones.
I would say from start to finish, it was one of the most exciting, one of the most entertaining, and Dale, one of the more competitive nights we've seen. Sure, the USA shut out Japan 3-0, but as Gerald brought up, every fight was great. Every fight was great.
That's a tough card to follow.
Yeah, I don't want to be the who's the promoter.
You know what? Honestly, the
up?
first 3 fights could have set. When you're backstage and you hear that, you're like,
the tone.
It sets the tone.
Set the tone for the night.
That's an icebreaker for you.
Now with that said, Dale, big fights coming up in September for Randy Boom Boom Blake.
September 18th, Randy Boom Boom Blake, the hometown boy, the reigning heavyweight kickboxing champion of the world. He will defend his title against the 2-time world champion from Ireland, a more international flavor. It'll be a huge challenge for Randy Blake. Ambush will be back in action, MMA style, and I can't wait for September 18th.
What a great night of fights. Thank you to everyone for tuning in. For my partner, Gerald Harris, for Dale Apollo Cook, I'm Chris Plank. A special thanks to our Cox Channel crew, including our producer, Randy Carson, our director, Mike Davis. We'll see you next time in September when Randy Blake looks to defend his title. For all the crew out here at River Spirit Casino, fight on as Rumble on the River 13 wraps up an incredible night of fights.